I have a real bone to pick.
Do you now?
Like, what the actual hell is with this stupid demure bullshit?
Oh.
What the fuck is that? I am so sick. Do half these people even know what demure means? No. Nobody fucking knows what that means.
What does it mean?
It means like a dainty, reserved woman.
So have you seen the TikTok that it came from?
No, I haven't. I've heard it. I haven't seen it.
From this very large transgender woman.
Okay.
Who, you know, is transitioning but still has like very much facial stuff. And she says it talking about something. And so it makes it like 20 times better. But it's to the point where I just opened Netflix and Netflix had a thing that said demure something.
No,
and I was like, what the fuck?
This is the part I hate about social media, okay? Like, you don't even know what it means, and people, it's everywhere.
Yeah. See, I find it funny.
I posted something that is Selena Spooky Boo.
Yeah,
who's
I love
out
her.
there saying, I am not demure. I am not cozy or whatever the hell it is. And she goes, I am a goblin. I'm like, yes.
I mean, true.
Yes.
I just think it's funny because of what it's like done.
I haven't seen the original. I just have heard it 20,000
I also think
times.
it's just wild how social media can just like all of a sudden.
It just goes.
Yeah, just goes.
It just goes. And then it's out there everywhere and you can't contain it.
No, you can't. And it's everywhere. And you're just like, and even like you'll just be standing there and someone will be like, that is demure. That is, yeah. And you're like, the fuck? I don't love it. Like, I don't personally say it, but I find it amusing? Yes, I do.
Yeah, my kids are like, Mom, what's demure? I'm like, well, if you don't know, then you shouldn't be using it.
True. Just like they don't know what Skibbity Ohio toilet Rizzler means, but that's my kids, not yours.
I have never once heard that from any of my children.
Lucky you. It's a great.
And if I did, I'd probably kick them out. No, I wouldn't. Not really, but.
Guess what? My coffee maker is also 10 stops away from my house because, guys, do you know what happened to me?
Everything.
It's the end of Mercury retrograde. My car died. The alternator went out this weekend. I woke up this morning. My coffee maker was broken.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so I had to get my car towed. I luckily have an espresso machine, so I was able to like make myself a coffee. But I use my espresso machine for espresso. I like just a cup of black coffee in the morning, like my soul.
I do. I have two different coffees as well. I have my Keurig for morning. Just plain, just a K-cup.
Yeah.
Just plain. I don't want anything in
No
it
sugar.
in the morning.
Yeah.
And then when I want something fancier, I use my espresso machine.
Exactly.
And I'll make a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah,
or
and
something.
you have
and
a
that's
fancy,
later in the day.
Yeah, you have a fancier espresso machine. Mine's just the Nespresso, but I love making myself like a cappuccino or like I had pumpkin spice, like actual coffee. That's what I had this morning. Thank God, because it saved my life. But still, wasn't a great morning. But all right, do you want a joke?
Yes.
All right, my husband will love this one. Actually, I think my husband sent this now that I said that out loud because I have a list of jokes. No, Tex sent this.
Okay.
So you'll get it once you hear it. Not many people know that Yoda has a last name. It's Leahy-hoo. Yoda Leahy-hoo.
That's a good one.
I mean, it's dumb.
It's dumb, but it's a good one.
Yep.
It's a good dad joke.
That's a good dad joke.
It's a really good dad joke.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your host, Meg.
And I'm Reyna, ready to brew up some lunatic soup.
Let's go. So today is a different one. We are going to be recording with Sisters Brew Podcast.
Yes, we've done this. Gosh, when did we record with them
I think
last?
it was about a year ago.
Was it? Yeah.
It was about a year ago. And they've since become really good friends.
Yeah, they're amazing.
So I'm very excited. And so let's do our cider real quick.
Yes.
And then we will hop on with them.
Yes. All right.
I got this at Total Wine and More, God, probably about a month ago. It's looked so, the can is so happy. It's the dry side, the hipster rose hip, and apple hard cider.
Looks delightful. I love a rose hip apple. Sounds delightful to me. All right,
let's go.
Oh dear.
I feel like it's going to
Megan,
be
I can't get it. There it is.
Color. It's a very rosé-y type color. Oh, that's pretty. Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Okay, let's see. That
Whoa.
is very flavorful.
Very sweet. But
It's
like
sweeter. It's not as sweet as...
No, it's not as sweet as some. But
but it's a lot sweeter than I anticipated.
Well, same, yeah.
And it tastes more appley. It's like...
kind of like apple juice with...
Yeah, it's kind of like apple juice.
It's kind of like sparkling apple juice.
It does.
That's what that is.
That tastes like sparkling apple juice.
I'm not mad at it though.
No, it's very good. This would be really good as a angry whore.
Fireball.
Da, 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 da.
But I mean, we could sour slut it. I don't think I have Fireball anymore. I used it all when I was doing all my cocktails.
Yeah, I think a sour slutting this up would be.
But I need to go get some Fireball because it is this. We are upon the season.
Tis upon us. Look at the tree.
I
Look
know
at
the tree.
Now look at the tree. You cannot deny it. Last time I said look at the tree. Me.
I didn't deny it. I just am not ready.
I'm ready.
Now I'm starting to get ready. We had a cold day yesterday. I'm starting to get ready.
I'm ready in January. Let's be clear.
You're ready in freaking December.
No, Christmas is December.
Oh, you're right. God.
Christmas is December. January 1st, get through that. Once we're back in school, like, let's just go back to fall.
I mean, I am excited for fall. I'm not. I need a pumpkin spice whatever from anywhere.
I mean, I've been drinking those for like 2 weeks now.
I mean,
because I make them at home.
Well, I had a pumpkin spice black coffee this morning, which isn't as good when it's just black, right? Because it's like a hint of it. But I need to go get like a properly made one.
Go to Bigfoot Java.
Yeah, I know. They have a really good
They
one.
have the best.
All right.
Without further ado, let's go talk with the ladies.
Let's go.
Hi, guys.
Hello, everyone.
How are you ladies doing?
We're good. How are you? It's been a while. So excited
It's
to be
been a
back.
while. We were talking. I think it's been like exactly a year.
You're joking.
Whoa.
Time
I
is
think
not
it
real.
has.
Like, that is crazy.
That
Right?
does not feel like a year.
I know
I
that.
thought
doesn't
I
at all.
feel like a couple months.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was last August.
That's
I think you're
crazy.
right.
No way.
It was before spooky season.
It was before spooky season.
It was before.
Insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now we're coming back into spooky season because
Wow. I'm shook
what
right
was
now.
all-
I just cannot believe that's been a year.
I know.
A
But,
lot happens in a
well,
year.
here we are. Yes,
Time
happens
flies.
a year.
So,
Time goes nice.
Sisters Brew Podcast, you want to introduce yourselves?
yes.
Sure.
Well, my name's Alexia.
My name is Joy, and we're sisters.
Well, yeah, we are sisters. That's in the name. We talk about anything spiritual, anything paranormal,
And everything in between.
everything coffee. That's
Yeah.
really what we are.
Salem,
Where?
Massachusetts.
I'm so jealous you
They
guys
do-
are out by Salem.
They do coffee. We do cider.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
We're a
There
little
you go.
crazier over here, but you know.
Yeah.
Can you make cider and coffee?
I
that a
do
thing?
not know, but I mean,
don't-
we
I
should
don't
try
know.
it.
Let's
Right.
try it.
Why do I feel like we've had that before? Like
Cider?
we
I
did.
feel
like you're
we had
anxiety
coffee.
with
No,
Doggrove.
we had
we
coffee
did.
flavored cider before.
We did.
It wasn't good.
See?
wasn't good.
Never mind.
Okay.
Because I was thinking of espresso martinis. That's why I'm like,
Yes.
can you
Oh my
make
God.
cider and
We can mix some vodka, but you know, lunatic soup is technically like it could be like a bunch of stuff mixed together or alcohol mixed together. So we can
So
make
any
it-
There you go.
cocktail?
I feel like espresso martini works. Those are good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Coffee and alcohol, perfect.
perfect combination.
I'm Meg,
I'm Reyna.
and we are with Lunatic Soup Podcast out in good old Washington.
Yep, Seattle, Washington ish, south of Seattle.
Although I do wish I was. I wish I was near Salem.
I've never
Oh,
been to
well.
She wants to visit, but
Salem.
yeah. But we do all things wild, weird, and unknown. So we
Yep.
are hauntings, anything paranormal, cryptids.
All of the fun stuff. A lot like you guys. But we
Very
talk about
similar.
ciders instead of coffee.
Yeah, ciders instead of coffee, and we're slightly more inappropriate than Joy and Alexia, but that's fine.
It's fine. No, we
I
love the
love it.
inappropriate
I love
jokes
it.
though.
I know.
Like
I know.
that's what brings everything together.
Exactly.
It's spooky and
Good.
inappropriate in one.
I love it. We love that.
We definitely have to like meet up at some point
Yeah.
because I feel like we'd have a lot of fun, but we have to plan
Like a
that in the
halfway
books, like
point,
off the
you know?
yeah.
I know we were talking about doing that hotel that was a Stanley. Was
The
that
Stanley.
The Stanley
last
Hotel.
time?
Yes.
Yeah. I still feel like we should do it.
I still
Yes.
want to go
I
to
think so,
Salem.
And
Yeah.
well, yeah, there you go. So if you guys come this way, let us know.
We will
The Stanley
absolutely.
But so today we're talking about
Speaking of spooky stuff,
yes,
haunted bars.
Haunted
Or
bars.
tavern.
I like this.
This is a good. Last
Right?
time we discussed the Stanley Hotel, then this time we all chose a different haunted bar to do,
Yes,
which is so
yes.
fun.
yes.
And there's a bunch, at least here in Massachusetts for sure.
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Right? There was a ton. I chose one that we've been to just because I like the environment of it. So I was like, you know what, that's perfect.
Well, I chose one that I've been to too, but it's more like a tavern.
Yeah. I chose one that in Washington. I've never been to it, but now that I've done this, I'm like, we are going.
Are we?
Yes, and I will
Okay.
talk more about it when I read. But it's not far from us.
Okay.
We're going.
I
I'm
have
so
one in
excited to hear all
Wisconsin.
about it.
I've never been.
You got one in Wisconsin? Meg just went wild. She's like, we're going to go
my
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
That'd be interesting.
I know.
What's in
or-
Milwaukee? I don't know.
What is in Milwaukee?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Is
Okay,
cheese?
well, we're...
Cheese and killers, man.
Oh,
Oh,
good
great.
combo.
Oh,
Good
never
combo.
mind.
Well,
Great.
do you want to start us off, Meg?
Yeah, who wants to start?
I feel like you.
Please.
Me?
Yes,
Okay.
you go.
All right. I am going to talk about Shaker's Cigar Bar in Milwaukee,
Ooh.
Wisconsin.
Okay.
I'm going to spare you all the Wayne's World joke because I'm sure it's been said 10,000 times. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No, what is it? It's based in Milwaukee? I don't remember. I've seen it, but I don't recall.
When Alice Cooper comes out and he's like, Milwaukee. And it's this whole, okay, never mind. Forget it. Wrong.
What movie is that?
Cut off the joke. It didn't work.
Didn't work. I tried.
We'll have to Google after.
Yeah. See, I'm not the only one. It's just you, Megan.
I'm going to put that soundbite in the end of this episode
hope
of
you
Alice
do.
Cooper
It's so
saying
funny.
Milwaukee.
I love it. Do it.
funny.
So this bar was featured on the show Dark Tourist, which is I watched it when it was on Netflix, and holy crap, that is a fascinating show.
Is it?
It was
Yeah.
only
Dark
one season.
Tourist?
Because Dark Tourist. Yeah,
I'm writing
he
that
goes
down.
to, like the creepy destinations around the
Ooh.
world.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fun.
COVID hit, and then I think the show stopped, but
Yeah.
Aw.
still absolutely fascinating. The city of Milwaukee was founded in 1846, and obviously it has a sullied history. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Before the building went up, the land was used as a cemetery for indigenous natives of Milwaukee, which off to a
man.
great start. And
Yes,
in
that's
1894, right? In 1894, the land was commissioned to be a brewery.
Okay.
Okay. After a few decades, the building was bought by two brothers in 1922. Their names were Frank and Al Capone.
Oh, Al Capone. What do
Uh-oh.
This sounds very familiar.
Very
It's
familiar.
gonna be good.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my gosh.
So Salvador Frank Capone was an Italian-American mobster who was part of an attempted takeover of Cicero, Illinois by the Chicago outfit, which is like the Chicago crime family.
Yep.
And Al Capone, who's
Crime family.
better known, he was sometimes known by the nickname Scarface.
We've never heard that
Oh.
before. Never.
Yeah.
And he was, yeah, he
Not
was
in Miami
a
or
prominent,
anything.
right? He was a prominent gangster in the Prohibition era, and he co-founded. He was the co-founder and boss of the Chicago crime family from 1925 to 1931. Upstanding guy, like great guy. So they bought the building, turned it into a speakeasy during Prohibition in the 1920s, and they obviously didn't advertise that because it was
It's illegal.
prohibited. So it was a soda shop, soda bottling shop.
Oh, yeah.
Which is very Milwaukee.
Yeah, that
Soda
is-
bottling.
I believe that.
Like having a good time. Yeah. No? Okay. I'm
I
gonna
mean, I know
stop the
Milwaukee.
Milwaguee
You're
reference.
singing Queen.
No, I
I guess
wasn't.
you
I
know.
wasn't. I
Oh, she
wasn't.
knows.
I was jamming along, but I don't know why you stopped.
It's not just
Meg and I gotta Google a lot of things tonight.
That's fine. So you can not only be a customer at the bar, but they also, like today, you can be a customer at the bar, and then they offered tours with the whole backstory. You go through the building, you tell the spooky tales of the locations that you're visiting. There's one tour called the Cream City Cannibal Tour.
Whoa, this is getting dark. I've had enough darkness for today.
Well, they won't do anything with me because I have tattoos, so they don't like people with tattoos.
Oh.
Fun fact.
It's
Fun
true
fact.
because they can recognize your body.
There you go.
Exactly.
Well,
I have the
And
tattoos too, so you and I are safe.
so
Alexia.
Joy,
Yes,
you and
yeah.
I are, we're toast. We're chopped
Me
liver.
too. I'm good.
Oh no, she's tattoos too. No, you're screwed.
So it is called that because one of their former customers was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh my god, that's exactly the guy I was thinking about as we're talking about this.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Ah.
So that's why they call it that. There's a lot of spirits in this place. Some are very known with very known backstories, and some aren't. They're just there. Yeah. They're just there to cause chaos. First we have a little girl named Elizabeth, and she was known to reside on the first floor, in the first floor women's bathroom. Guests will often hear a little girl laughing just outside the bathroom stall or inside of a bathroom door. Sometimes if they're washing their hands or in the mirror, they'll like see her for a quick second, like this little girl in the bathroom, and then she's gone. Or if they're in the stall, they'll hear little footsteps running around outside the stall door.
That's crazy.
Nothing like tea and a fright.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Elizabeth, yeah, right. Elizabeth likes to move things around, especially things that are on the counter in the bathroom. So if you put down your lipstick or something, she'll just move it around. So she was a small child in the area before the building was even there, and she would play when it was the cemetery. And she climbed a tree and fell, and she died instantly. And it was said that she never left.
That's sad.
Wow.
She just stayed there.
That's terrible.
It is, but it's also fascinating that she's still there with the building up, because she wasn't there when it was a building.
I mean, we've heard things of that before. I think it depends on the area and like what's going on, but like, yeah, they linger and then it goes up and they're like, oh, look, a place where I can hang out with people.
Yeah,
exactly. Especially with this, they see, because apparently I've heard to them will just look like a bright light, and so they get attracted to that. So they're like, "Oh, light," So they're like, they kind of like they get attracted to you apparently.
Yeah.
So they see us as auras. I guess I could explain it better.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've heard the theory that we're the dead ones. They don't know
I've heard that too.
That they're dead and we're the ghost to them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Especially in like a house setting.
Like especially like poltergeist ones where they can move stuff around and are there like right. Yeah.
And how many times do we wonder if that's just a different timeline?
Right.
True. Gosh, we've talked about that too. Yeah. Wow.
So next we have Molly Brennan, and she was a 16-year-old Irish girl who worked as a prostitute in the 1920s. In 2001, the bar went through some renovations and a pile of bones was discovered. They took the bones to research, and they found half the bones were animal and the other half were human remains. And so they believed that those were the remains of Molly. This is because the bones were at least 70 years old, and that would put it in the right timeline of the 1920s. In later Prohibition years, when the bar was run by the Capone brothers, while the bottom floor was the speakeasy soda shop, the two upper floors were a brothel.
Oh, naturally. Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Floor 2 was known as the fluffer floor.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm waiting for you to explain it because I don't want to.
A fluffer is the person they prep the
gentleman.
They prep the gentleman for the main event.
Oh, okay.
They're the preppers. They're
I literally
fluffed. That's an interesting way of...
head. I literally just saw you. Have you guys watched like Beauty and the Beast? And there's that one character, like the French one with like the dust.
Yes.
Like the dust.
Yeah, she's the whatever it is.
Yeah, like whatever the duster or whatever.
That's
no,
PG
the fluffer
version.
is the fluffer is the one who helps get them ready for the main show. They're the situation, if you will.
Gross.
The fact that it's like a whole preparation.
I know, wow. That's crazy.
Also, the fact that she looks at me to explain it, I'm like,
I'm not doing it.
But the fact that they needed a fluffer, like, that's hilarious. Like to my
is
house,
there
like, what's happening?
Oh, God. We've talked about it before with something else. And
That's so funny.
I feel like someone had to explain to me what a fluffer was, and that's the only reason I know what it is.
Someone had to explain it.
Well, no, but I mean, like recently, or it was on the podcast or something, and I didn't know what it was.
I think it was our favorite kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Brown.
Oh, that's what it was. It was our kids' kindergarten teacher. That's who it was.
That's
no,
hilarious.
she's not our kids'
So
kindergarten teacher. We're friends with her now.
She's our Betsy. This was on a night out.
Yes.
It's like,
that's exactly what it was. That makes sense now. Got it.
So a fluffer is like a modern day Viagra, pretty much.
Yeah. But as a human
person. But as a human, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, where was I? Okay, so the upper floor, like the very top floor, was where the A girls were located, and Molly Brennan was considered an A girl, like one of the main money makers of the establishment.
Oh, okay.
One night, Molly was paid a visit from her ex-boyfriend named Patrick, and he wanted her to leave prostitution and run away with him. She wanted this, but she was also afraid to leave her employers. Obviously, the
terrifying.
biggest mob boss in Chicago.
Bones.
Yeah.
Right? And she was also torn because in her life now, it was very luxurious, very glamorous. She had everything she needed. And if she ran away with Patrick, she'd have nothing. So she decided to stay. Patrick did not give up, and he kept coming back to beg her to leave with him.
Oh my goodness, Patrick.
Right? One time he came back. Yeah, he was love struck.
Yeah,
So,
maybe stupid because this is out the phone.
Yeah, right.
So one time he came back and found Molly in bed with someone. That someone happened to be his father.
Oh,
so,
wow! That we should write a book about that. Like,
right?
whoa.
So you have to understand how this building's laid out. To get to the third floor, you have to go into the back and go up a stairwell, and the stairwell has a bodyguard, like a bouncer.
Yeah.
And so the bouncer that night was named Sam. And later that night, Molly, Patrick, and Sam were all found dead.
Oh my
and
God.
No one knows exactly what happened. But it is believed that Patrick murdered Molly in a fit of rage for sleeping with his father. And then something like maybe Patrick killed Sam for witnessing it, or Sam came and killed Patrick. They ended up killing each other.
Yeah.
Something happened. They have no idea how the three of them died. I mean, it's pretty obvious how Molly died, but they have no idea how Patrick and Sam died.
Dang.
Wow, that's crazy.
Today, Molly still hangs out at Shaker's, as well as Sam and Patrick. All three of them, like a happy family.
Wow. Oh, that's good.
And you can actually stay in the room where this all happened.
No, thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So according to the owner... Yeah, right? According to the owner, only about 10% of the people who stay there make it through the night.
Oh.
They hear talking throughout the night. They can't figure out where the voices are coming from. There's bumps and bangs on the wall in adjoining rooms, and a woman with heels walking around the floor, and the general feeling of someone next to you. And sometimes that someone will even get into bed with you.
Oh. Okay,
now I kind of want to go because I want to see if I can beat the 10%.
Oh,
I know, right? Exactly.
Wouldn't you want to go into it expecting it, and then you just
and then if you got nothing, I'd be pissed.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of personal experiences that you can find on our favorite Reddit.
Yeah.
One of them, I liked this one. So by Tiempo for Reddit Milwaukee, we'd stayed overnight about 10 years ago. Don't know if it's still available now. It is. We got pretty schnookered. That's why I run into this one. No, it said schnookered.
Huh.
We got pretty schnookered on absinthe in the bar before retiring to the apartment. When we woke up in the morning, our shoes were stacked in an upright pile in the middle of the living room.
Dang.
I love that.
Wow.
I love that. Oh, and this one says, Shaker sucks. Owners encourage bartenders to sleep with patrons in the room upstairs.
What? That's crazy.
Maybe there's still some brothel
Maybe
going
there's
on.
still some stuff going on. But yeah, that's my little story on Shaker's bar.
Still want to go.
Thank goodness,
I'll go.
that's crazy.
Right, me too. Wait, what was that word again? Schnookered?
Schnookered.
I got schnookered at the bar. Is that? Can you say that?
So I've heard schnockered.
Oh, that's weird.
This one's
Schnookered. I feel like it's when you're snooky and you get fucked up, like schnockered.
I like schnookered. Personally, I think schnookered works.
I just say schnockered all the time.
Potato.
Potato.
Apricot.
Apricot.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, one of you guys, Joy, do you want to go, or Alexia? Which?
I can go next. Sure. All right. So mine is about the White Horse Tavern in Newport, Rhode Island.
I know this one.
Yes. Awesome.
I'm excited.
So I was actually there last December, or like December of 2023. So White Horse Tavern was built in 1673, so it's pretty old.
Oh.
As old as I could get.
Wow.
But I mean, that's pretty much, all of like New England's harbor line, from Salem all the way down. So that's, it is known as America's oldest tavern, which is still in business to this day. And very expensive, may I add.
Dang.
And they definitely,
they have to pay for all that upkeep.
Yeah, right?
Yes, definitely. It's actually number 5 on the list of 10 most haunted bars in the country.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Yes, it is. Wow. So it's got a very rich history. I'm so sorry I had to say you. This tavern/bar wore many hats. At one point, it actually served as a courthouse.
Oh.
Yeah, a private residence, and also a meeting place during the Revolutionary War. So the Revolutionary War, during that time, it actually hosted a lot of different visitors, from founding fathers to pirates to sailors to German troops that were hired by the British Army to help fight for them during the American Revolution, which is like really, really, really crazy. I don't know. It's like all the, when you walk in there, it's like, especially if you like are a little bit open, you walk in and you're just like, oh my gosh, like who has walked here before, to just hit you like in the face.
I'm sure, yeah.
I want to experience that place.
When I walked in, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like I was in awe. I'm like taking pictures of everything. It's just, and there's like 2 floors, so you can go all the way up to dine or stay on the bottom floor. But I definitely suggest the top floor because it has like creepy haunting vibes for sure. Some of the reports by guests and the employees themselves include being touched on the shoulder. They hear footsteps when nobody's around. Like tapping. Did I say that already? I think I did. Mm-hmm. There is an older gentleman in colonial clothing that's been seen lurking around. A sailor who died on the premises. Not sure when. But some reports say that it was while he was renting a room upstairs in the 1700s. There's a small girl who is often heard crying, and a woman who floats above one of the dining tables, which this was my favorite. I did not see her floating, but I definitely want to go back and see if I can spot that one. Because that would be
cool. Like floating really in what way? Is she's like floating flat?
Like, I think so. I think that's what he meant. Like floating right above like one of the dining tables. When I dined there with my kids back in December of 2023 during Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And so I read a little bit about the stories and, what that the hauntings and whatever. So I told them like a little bit about that stuff. And they were so excited. They kept like moving things around and like, oh, mommy, I think that sailor like just moved your glass. Like they would try to like take my attention away, and they're like move my napkin or something. Like, I think the dead sailor like moved your napkin. Or I was like, okay, sure. But the lights were flickering. So when you go upstairs, like there's this like dining area. There's a fireplace, and then there is like a little room that's like you have to like go into. So it's like you come off of the dining area, and then it's like very private. So I don't know. Mm-hmm. I think they saw that I had kids and nobody else there had kids. So they were like, all right, let's just stuff her in this room so nobody
fair.
Everybody else can dine in peace, which was really nice actually because it felt very private.
Yeah.
But there was, I don't know how to explain, like the vibes were just like insane in there. The lights flickered a couple of times. I heard footsteps while we were in there.
Yeah.
And I looked back and I was like, okay. Like I literally thought the waiter came in to like, check on us. And I was like, I turned around, I'm like, okay, nothing's there. And then my kids were making jokes. I'm like, are you guys sure you're joking?
I don't think this is a joke anymore.
So I don't know. It was just a really, really cool place. And you can actually buy souvenirs.
Mm-hmm.
from there, so I bought a little shot glass. But I cannot wait to go again.
Yeah.
They do say that, a lot of like celebrities went there back in the day. So it was like a meeting house. It was, and apparently Dylan Thomas was one of them. I don't
Dylan
know.
Thomas.
Dylan Thomas.
I don't know.
Dylan Thomas. Let's see.
I have no idea who he is, but that's what I read.
a Welsh poet.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
We don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Well,
A Welsh
actually,
poet from England.
oh, okay. So maybe that was okay. Yeah, I don't know, but that was something I read online, so it could be wrong because you don't believe everything you read online. However, the
Exactly.
Ghosts that I did say haunt the place that are the most known, there's no identities on them. They could not identify like who
Got
they
it.
are. The only one that they think it's a sailor is the one that they have some information about him renting a room upstairs when it was actually a private residence, and that's the only one that they think. And then the older gentleman, he's in colonial clothing, so they're just
Right.
Yeah, could be anybody.
it makes sense that he could he was from the Revolutionary War times.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
other than that, like they don't know who the woman is or the little girl. Like there's no information on them. So very, very old.
Crazy.
Yeah, being 350 years old. I mean,
Yeah,
old.
exactly.
like that's
Very old.
Right?
Yeah, and I mean it's very close to the water, so I can imagine like back in the day must have been like the first building, and then there's probably nothing else around. So
Do they
a lot
allow
of people come by.
investigations? Like, do they do investigations there, or
I
is
don't
it?
know. They kind of like
Maybe the rooms.
it's like a fancy place, I want to say.
Yeah. So probably not.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they would allow that, but
the
I would definitely
White Horse Bar in Connecticut.
tavern. Oh no, in Newport, Rhode Island.
Oh, Rhode Island. Okay.
That's probably that's the thing. Like I was having so much trouble because there's so many White Horse taverns, and
There
like
are so many.
I have to make sure
Yeah,
the
I
right
started
one.
typing it in and it came up all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not know this
Oh,
was
it's
so popular.
so cute though.
Oh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's a big red barn.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's a big red barn.
Oh, wow.
That
I-
is absolutely
Dang, you can see how that looks haunted as shit
Yeah.
in there. That's like, damn.
Especially when you walk in at nighttime, like it was nighttime, it was Christmas vibes. It was just like, oh my god, I was like, I'm in love with this place.
Look at the old rooms in there.
I wonder if that's the room that she was saying she stayed in. You show her.
I can't see very well, but it looks like that because it was like closed off. Like
It
Oh,
looks
shoot,
just
room.
right off, and it's like a
Yeah.
private almost room. It looks
Exactly.
Anyway,
Wow.
yeah,
That's
it was like that.
amazing.
that's
Yes.
a fun one. Well, another one to add to the list. I'm willing to fork out some money on food to go sit with the ghosties.
Oh, absolutely.
Sounds like a good time.
Yes.
All right, do you want me to go next or me to go last?
Yeah, you go next.
You can.
Okay. So she has stumble over my words 5,000 times. This is not my favorite. Okay, so I picked the Oxford Saloon that is in Snohomish,
Saloon.
Washington. So Snohomish is about 45 minutes to an hour from here. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Like lots of Native American history on the land.
I have to visit. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's stunning area. Lots of like mountains and just beautiful, but not too far from us. Like
Not too far at all.
close enough to where we could take the kids to school and go there for lunch and
That is
then
amazing.
come back.
Just
That's
saying.
awesome.
I love
just
this
saying,
type of
Just
places.
saying.
I'm suggesting, Megan. Okay. So the Oxford Saloon was built in 1890 and it is now 127 years old. Well, it's 127 years old. Is that math right? Or did I just write that down and now I'm realizing that was probably not right. Anyways, doesn't matter because that's not right.
134 years old.
134 years old is what I meant to say.
There you
It's
go.
134 years old. And from 1890 to 1909, it was Blackman's grocery store. And then in 1910, it became the Oxford Saloon. And over the years, the saloon was often the scene of a lot of violence.
my gosh.
That's because it is a saloon, but main areas of, isn't it cute?
It
Show
looks
them.
like
It looks
I am
like a saloon.
Googling it right now. I'm Googling it. It's
Yeah,
so
it's like
cool.
a literal
I love
saloon.
it looks
Like
like an
a
old
blue-
Western
Yeah.
storefront. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like it was in the middle of like a Western town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of the activity happens around the basement, the men's card room, and the bar.
As usual.
And so there's said to be
Obviously.
there's said to be up to 10 very lively ghosts who actually haunt the bar.
Oh, they got onion rings.
Yeah, no, it's like bar food. It's like, no, we would go and get a cider and that, and then
what are you doing tonight?
What are you doing
Oh my gosh.
seriously.
Oh my
It's so
gosh.
cute, too. I know, I was looking at the pictures of it.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
But there are 3 ghosts that seem to be the ones that everybody mainly sees, which, that's typically that's how it happens. So the first one, so there's a man in a bowler hat, and then there's 2 women.
Okay.
So when it was remodeled as a saloon, the owners added a small entryway right into the entrance so that they could have people go instead of just into the bar upstairs to what they turned into. Do you want to guess what they turned it into?
What?
A brothel.
Is it a brothel?
They turned it into a brothel.
It's always a brothel.
And with that brothel came the headmistress, but she was a very prominent local businesswoman named Kathleen, and she rented out the rooms as offices, but she turned them. It was a brothel. She was a businesswoman.
Oh my
she was
gosh.
like she was like
Hide
a modern day. Well, she was a pimp. What do you call it?
Madame.
Madame. She was a madame.
Madame.
That's the word. So unfortunately for Kathleen, her lifeless body was found decapitated in a clawfoot bathtub, having been murdered while taking a bath.
That's a bad day.
To this day, there's no record of anyone ever being convicted or any description of what led to the crime, but the bathtub in which she died in is still on the premises, and according to some witnesses, does look like it has blood still in it.
Where? Where is the bathtub?
On the second or on the top story.
So if we go, can we say? Can we go?
I
look?
don't know. I know we can go in the basement. I don't know about up, but I'll get to that part.
Well, we pull our podcast card and we go up.
I'm gonna get there in a minute.
Like, I'm certified.
Yeah,
certified
I
ghost hunter.
have a permit.
Exactly.
Ghost hunting.
I'm literally searching tickets to there on Expedia right now.
Yes.
Joy's like, let's go right now.
Let's go. Next flight. You'll be here in the morning.
Right?
So people often report seeing an older woman dressed in a purple dress, purple dress with purple bows, and they believe that that is Kathleen.
Okay.
So another well-documented killing was that of a policeman named Henry. He was a regular at the Oxford, and they think he may have moonlighted as a bouncer. But there was a fight that he went to break up. People say that he was like a relatively good guy. There's mixed reports on this because maybe he was a good guy to the guys, but maybe not so much to the ladies. We're unsure. Yep. But one night during a fight, he attempted to break it up, and he was knifed and died there. So stabbed and died.
Okay.
Wow.
So Henry seems to be another one who stuck around, and he loves showing up and frightening people and continues to be a pervert to ladies. He hangs around the stairs. Yep. He hangs around the stairs leading to the basement, but his favorite spot seems to be the ladies' restroom, where women report, like sensing being there, faucets turning on, being pinched, and
that is creepy.
People have reported seeing him there multiple times.
Sicko.
Right?
Even in the afterlife?
Even in that, and they say that
let me pee in peace, Henry.
Yep,
so
and it's often said that women will actually think he's real to the point where they will confront him, and that when they confront him, he'll just disappear.
You can't handle it.
So this is one of those places where it seems like the ghosts really show up in like full apparitions, like full there's a few reports of that here. So something's wrong. I call the land. There's something we should find out if they have a well.
Wow.
Is there a well in the basement?
Always we should buy those tickets.
Yeah.
Right.
The third woman that is often, or third ghost, but second woman that's often seen is Amelia, and she was said to be one of Kathleen's workers, the girls, and had been forced into prostitution. So she was either kidnapped or something happened, and so she was forced to live there and be a prostitute. And unfortunately, her body was found curled up in her closet in room 6 with a broken neck.
Oh.
So again, this was one that previous to investigations, no one actually knew how she died, other than her body was found. They didn't know if it was like suicide. Well, they knew it was a broken neck, but they were unsure how she made it into the closet, or, a lot of questions. Yeah. And during a paranormal investigation in 2019 with a spirit box, voices picked up on an audio recording that seemed to indicate that she was pushed down the stairs and then placed back into the closet.
Oh.
Dang.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then during another investigation in 2005, they didn't end up picking up any like EVPs or anything in the room, but they were in the room. They asked a bunch of questions. They left. Then they came back a few hours later and all the furniture in the room had been rearranged. So,
Oh my God.
she's not happy, I guess. So during this 2005 investigation, the manager gave the keys to the investigators who were conducting it.
Give the keys to me.
Yeah, right?
Give the keys to me.
And
You ladies come out. It's going to be a great time.
they were struggling to open several of the rooms with the keys. Like they would put it in and they would just fall out onto the ground. Like someone had pulled it out. They could not like make the keys stay in and turn them on. And so finally they managed to get a couple of the rooms open, but during this they were recording the whole time. They had like the sound, like the voice recording going to pick up EVPs. And when they listened back to it, they got a man mocking them and saying, "Oh, I dropped my keys," like mocking them, like as
Oh my
of
gosh.
what they were doing.
I love that.
My God.
So again, they entered room 4 and tried talking to any of the spirits in there, and later found a response of a strong male voice who they assume is Henry. But again, they said that there's multiple beings there that he said, "I am the one." And then on the second floor, they were followed by a voice that gave them a not so fond farewell, saying, "You'll die."
Oh.
So,
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
and then at the end of the investigation, one of the group members, the male lead investigator, went to the bathroom, and while he was relieving himself, he heard a man's voice whisper in his ear, "Get out." So he was like, "Okay, see you later. Oh, thank you." Surprised he probably peed on the wall or something. Like,
Right?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the owner of the bar, Brian Swanson. Now this is back in like 2000. I didn't confirm who owns it now because I'm not as good at investigating or looking things up as Meg does, obviously. But at the time that he was the owner, and Brian Swanson shares an experience where he says, "As recent as a month ago, I was here at about 2:00 in the morning, and I had a band member just finishing up and packing her stuff. She didn't know the place was haunted." So that's going to go well. A lot of our musicians don't. And she was like, "Hey, Brian, I'm going to go wash my hands. And can you get my check for me?" She runs downstairs and was there for about 10 minutes. She comes laughing up the stairs, and I'm like, "Is everything all right?" She says, "Yeah, you have the nicest bartender downstairs. He told me the whole history of the building about Henry and Kathleen." And I'm like, and then he goes, and I'm like, "Sweetie, I'm the only one here."
Oh my God.
Oh my
And
gosh. I would
she
love to have an experience like
Instantly
that.
pauses,
I would
turns
too.
white, walks over, picks up her guitar, and walks out. She didn't want her check, and I've been trying to call her. She doesn't want anything to do with us.
I want, like, I'm
would love
seriously,
that.
we need to book.
We need to go ASAP.
Like,
I'm
I
not-
How long
know.
Are we going
is the
tonight?
flight?
So,
That's a crazy place.
Let's
what are we
get
doing?
the kids back in school and
Yeah.
like go.
So
It's a
there is-
6-hour flight too, guys. Oh my God, I did not realize how far that
yeah,
is.
we're far. It's a decent flight to us.
That's not
It's
that bad.
about 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5
Okay.
here and
Well,
about 4.5
There, yeah.
Back to
Depending on the
you.
tailwinds you get.
Put some on, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, take an Ambien.
You'll be good.
Yeah.
But so there's also a paranormal doll that refuses to leave the property no matter what. They've allegedly removed it several times, and it will reappear.
Okay, dolls are the one thing that's kind of
dolls
like
are the
little.
creep.
Is that
I
your
was
bug?
just
That's
about
like
to
a
say.
bugaboo to me. Are dolls, haunted dolls. Like
That's Annabelle right there. No, thank you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
my mother-in-law will message me, "Hey, I got this haunted doll." I'm like, "No,
Oh
So
my
no."
God. They
Yeah,
creep
no.
me out. They creep me
No,
out. I
I'm
cannot
not
do
into the
haunted
dolls. I don't
dolls.
fuck with that. If something's taking on a being inside of a thing, no.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
thank you.
Because no.
Like
So-
you can stay there. I'll go see you, but don't come back
Yeah.
with me.
Right.
So they used to let people come in and investigate, and they have since stopped doing that because after multiple events led to people getting hurt. So they no longer allow investigations. And that I didn't dig into that, but take that with what you will. But I don't know.
just-
I assume that's like,
Go take a look around.
I know it's like a 3-story or 3-story building at least. I want to say it's like basement, second floor, third floor. Third floor brothel, second floor is the main saloon, and then I think the bottom is the bathroom and the card room.
Oh, wow.
Basement
For
area.
sure,
I
go
believe.
into the basement.
Yeah.
But if you want to go and enjoy a meal, you're allowed to go into that like to the lower basement area. And then on TripAdvisor, there's multiple people posting pictures that they've captured of like ghost-like entities and
I know, I was like Google
that like having their experience at the place. So they're at the Oxford Saloon. So
I want to go there.
I know. That was
That's
a good one.
crazy.
Huh?
I'm writing an episode on Haunted Washington, and that was one of the first places that came
So
up.
you should probably research it and then retell what I just told.
Maybe we should just go there.
That is
Because
awesome,
we'll
yeah.
probably get a way better story and background than what I did, but mine was the brief one. But
I like it. That was great.
That was good. Though.
And they've got this like they have so many like old
I'm sorry.
pictures,
Why do they have a mannequin on the ceiling?
and they have a mannequin on the ceiling. Did you guys see?
As one does.
I wonder if that's the doll that's haunted. I don't know. I didn't look at which one it was.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
That's really big to have haunted right there. I don't know.
I'd be scared
Me too.
if I saw that thing.
Well, we
Wow.
are gonna go now because I'm determined to go sometime in the next like month, especially right near.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
If I didn't have to fly so far, I would go.
Look, the
I would
doll's
go
in
right
a
now.
case. The doll's,
the doll's
in
in
a
a
glass
case. There it is.
case.
Oh,
Of course it's in a
of course.
case.
Oh my god!
That's how you know it's good.
Right?
Exactly.
And it still managed to get out and come back.
That's insane.
Oh, there's a book you can get called Haunted Snohomish. Maybe I need to order that book.
Okay, that was another thing. There's a lot of haunted stuff in Snohomish, and so we have a theory.
Wow.
Well, we have a few theories or things that we talk about a lot. A lot of time it has to
Yeah.
do with like whatever rock is under the land that you're specifically on. Some seems to like absorb the energy or keep like
It's like the Stanley. The Stanley sits
Yeah,
above
we
the
talked about
court.
that. Yeah, we did.
And
Yeah.
so I think Snohomish, because of where it is, seems to attract a lot. Like this area seems to attract a lot of the ghosties.
Yeah.
But hang on, I want to see. Here's TripAdvisor.
I mean, there's a ton
Look.
of books on haunted history of Snohomish.
No. Okay. It was like one of the first reviews. Haunted. Well, this is July 2021. It says, I stopped in for lunch with my daughters in early July. We had heard this place was haunted. Upon checking out the photos, or checking my photos in the basement, do you see the white hooded caped figure? Worth a visit. Food is good. Wait staff is very friendly. Could be, but I'm down for it.
I'm
It's
down
like,
for it.
You guys probably can't see. It's like right over here in the corner, right there.
Ooh, I
I
just
see like the shadow of it.
Yeah.
just
So
like
I mean,
the
it's a
shadow,
blurry
yeah.
picture. It's hard to see, but like, I
Yeah.
would definitely be. Oh yeah, they have like a knight hanging from the ceiling. Oh, this place looks like a real fun time.
I want to go. Hell
I
yeah.
want to go too.
For sure.
I just when I was looking up
Crazy.
haunted Snohomish, haunted Leavenworth came up, and Leavenworth is like one of my favorite. It's a Bavarian town, like it's very touristy, like everything's German. Now I want to go.
It's like 3 hours from us.
It like looks like you're in the Swiss Alps or like the German
Yeah.
Alps, but
Oh, that would be cool.
Okay, we really have to plan.
I know.
We're-
We need to just do a swap where we go there, you guys come here.
Uh-huh.
We'll make it work eventually.
Okay.
I swear.
Definitely have to do the Stanley too, though, because that's like
Yeah, we should
You
plan like
have
a
to
whole
do
like,
the
maybe
Stanley.
like a Thursday to Monday.
right,
Yeah, we really
If
like
do.
the whole thing.
If we come, we have to go to Stanley though. The only thing is we're going to Austin, Texas in December. But well, what's the best? So like, does it get like really, really, really cold in the winter months?
no. Guess what?
Okay.
Here?
It snows maybe once a year.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I forget. You guys are like in the. I'm like, yeah, it's cold. No, it's
No,
very wet,
not
but it's
compared to them.
very wet, very
Oh,
wet,
okay,
like
okay.
just overcast and wet all the time, like drizzly.
Okay.
Oh,
So maybe
Sad.
we can come like in March.
It's not bad. It's cozy.
April?
It's sad.
It's
Okay.
cozy.
Sad.
It's cold.
Think of the movie Twilight.
Oh yeah, have you seen Twilight?
Yes.
And
yes.
that's
what it's like all the time.
Yes.
As they say online, it goes, it's da 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 season.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Twilight.
Yeah.
I
See,
like
I
that.
I think the best time to come here is in summer, just because it is
Okay.
like a mild summer and it's very pretty. But I do also love it in the fall. But you just have to be, if it's like a nice fall day, it's stunning.
It's
like
perfect.
Yeah, but
Like a good October day here is absolutely perfect.
basically like
They tell me
November
October,
through
November. Ooh, November.
through June is just miserable and wet. But also if you're prepared for that, like I mean that's what it is
Yeah.
here. So, but it's wet. You have to love the
It's
rain.
wet.
I don't love. I do love it, but
Yeah.
whatever. Meh.
Yeah,
It's
like
worth
a nice
coming to. I
crisp
love
weather.
Crisp weather.
Crisp weather.
It's
Oh
crisp.
my god.
But
We'll
so
definitely
yeah, we
plan it
gotta
out.
we
Yeah.
have to plan it out. But
Yeah.
I know you're next, so I don't want to. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I forgot I was going to be honest with you. Oh my god, I got so last stories. Okay. Well,
Sorry, I just have to show. Look how pretty that is. It's in Boston.
Downtown Boston, the Union Oyster House. I don't know.
I love an oyster house.
Wait, what is it called?
The Union Oyster House.
Union Oyster House. I want to see a picture of it. I want a visual.
So this is America's oldest restaurant. So from the 18th century, 1826 to be exact. So a little history of the house before it was called the Oyster House. Mm-hmm. So before housing the famous seafood restaurant, the brick 4-story house operated as a dry goods shop. A scientist and Boston official, Hope Still Capon, was
What's the name?
Hope Still Capon.
Okay. Hope Still.
Listen.
Keep your hope still, girl. Okay, sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah, really. Settle down over there.
Right? He was the shopkeeper at the time, and the artisan responsible for making the fancy garments. Mm-hmm. So during the time, the Boston waterfront came up to the back door of the establishment, allowing Capon to conveniently receive like fabrics and like other dressmaking materials right to the door. So besides that, that's kind of how it started, where it came from. But the site of the ghostly colonial era apparitions and strange sightings, you'll see it all here. It's a really old building. We went inside of it and it was like, totally like back in the day definition of the 18th century.
Yeah, like upstairs too. It's like, I love how they always keep that upstairs for like the hauntings, and then the downstairs is like, I feel like because they always like, where the bar is, like they always like update the stuff, but then upstairs they were able to keep it like it was.
Fun fact, they have really good clam chowder if anyone likes clam chowder.
I love clam chowder.
I love clam chowder.
So one of the reasons why this place is also kind of famous or well known is because John F. Kennedy used to go there, and he actually has his own booth now. So if you go there in the upstairs level, you're able to sit down in the place where he sat. Exactly.
Yeah.
They do say that he comes to haunt the place, or like he comes in and out just because it was one of his like favorite restaurants to be at. So that's kind of a rumor that goes on right now. But one of the stories that I found interesting was kind of a personal one, I guess, to the restaurant itself. And it's the ghost of Chef Henry. So the Union Oyster House has witnessed, its fair share of misfortune, unfortunately. From the Boston Massacre to the Boston Tea Party.
Oh, I was going to say that
there's a lot of shit there.
Right? Yeah. So this was in an interview, so I found it online. So during an interview with the Union Oyster House manager, Sue, they stated that the restaurant is haunted by their former coworker. So when Sue first began serving at the establishment, she worked with a chef named Henry, who switched positions a few years later. So the night he passed away, his ghost was actually witnessed by the current Oyster House chef while he was like wrapping up his nightly shift. Mm-hmm. And the chef let Sue know what he had seen, and she immediately understood that her old friend had passed away. So literally the night that he passed, they had seen him, which is honestly sad.
That's crazy.
So to this day, lights will like mysteriously flicker, like he'll appear here and there. Electronics will malfunction. So the explanation is only Henry. So that's kind of like a little misfortunate event that happened to them. But overall, it's like you'll see there's this like lady that comes in here and there in the upstairs level, second floor, in like her colonial big dress.
She stares out the window.
She stares out the window.
Oh, like for her. What was it? Prince Charles that she looked.
I think it was. I couldn't find the story online. I don't know where the story went, but
because the guy told us about the story.
Yeah, we had this guy that one night. Just for my 21st birthday, I did like a ghost tour for my 21st birthday.
Bongo.
We went bar hopping in Boston. We went
Perfect.
to bars. Yeah.
I love that.
Right? So she apparently, she's rumored to stand like in one of the windows looking for her like long lost lover, and people say that they see her from like the streets just looking out.
Yeah, she was the wife of, I forget the story now. I think it was Prince Charles. I forget the name now, but I think it was like, and she used to wait there, and I think that's where he hid her back in the day.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he hit her, and then she's sitting there waiting for him. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he never came.
They never come back. They never come back.
They never come back.
Assholes.
He ghosted her. Exactly. Oh
my god. Like literally ghosted her. But that was the union.
Literally. That's messed up.
That just looks quintessential
Okay,
Boston.
that just makes me want to go. Like, it is so freaking
that is Boston.
beautiful.
So
yeah,
cute. I know.
Literally
they have really good
Boston.
oysters too.
Yeah.
I love Boston. I want to go back. I love so
oysters.
bad.
I've been to Boston. I was young, but I'll go.
I love
it looks
Boston.
It's a really fun city.
We'll have to come visit you guys because I really want to go to Seattle. And
I mean, it's a good time.
Do a Seattle weekend, just a haunted Seattle weekend, and then we'll do a haunted Boston weekend.
Yes. Oh my god, how fun would that be? Ooh,
so there's the haunted bars there.
And now we know.
I mean, haunted Boston includes Salem because obviously,
if we're going, we're doing that.
Yes, there's
100%.
Yeah, there's no New England.
They're
trip
like right by
Salem.
each other, so it's like hit Boston. And
they're
we hit
very
Salem.
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, for sure. Ooh, I'm so excited. We'll have to do it. We cannot wait another year though because I cannot believe it's been a year.
But it feels that it has been a whole year because I don't.
It went
none
by
of
like
us
that.
feel like it's. I thought it was like 6 months ago, but it's definitely not been 6 months. It's
Exactly.
been
We just gotta plan it and make it
Yes,
happen.
and make it happen.
But it is. Once we book it, it'll happen.
That's that.
Exactly.
But then we got to decide what we're doing first. If we're going to them, I feel like we need to go over there to them.
Go to. Oh, I mean, you don't have to ask me many times.
I know. It's just finding time.
Right.
Yeah, and I was
I'm sure my mother-in-law will come down and bring the whole paranormal investigation element to it.
Oh, she would love it. That would be
so
so much fun.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so awesome.
I mean, she would find a place for us to investigate all together. That would be so fun.
We should go to the Conjuring house.
Yay.
We drive by all the time. So
30 minutes away.
We're like 30-minute drive.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, shit.
Have you spent the night? I know you've been there, but have you spent the night?
We did we have not spent the night. I got so sick last time we were there. I needed to
she
leave.
had like a migraine, like we were like
I felt like I'd throw up. I was like, I can't breathe. I'm like, guys, I need to leave. Like I had
think
to
it was
get
right
out of
after you went to the basement too. That's when it started.
Yeah.
Well, I went upstairs and it was like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can let your guard down. Like I was literally like I had my guard up the whole time, and then we went upstairs. And I just got this like overwhelming like sense of like love and like safety and welcomed. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. And it was like, let your guard down. And I just like let my guard
that
down.
Place just sounds like an eerie, like come on in vibe.
Yeah. And then when I let my guard down, I was like, oh no. And then I started to get
immediately
sick.
regret that decision.
Yeah.
We could definitely try The Conjuring too.
Yeah.
I will.
No, definitely.
I know. Yeah. I know you don't. I know.
No, I'll do it. I just don't. I don't think I want to spend the night there.
We don't have to. Spend the night.
I don't.
And I know people say
No, I would love
like
to see it. Yeah, I'm down. It's like I'll go to them. I just spending the night where I'm trapped there. If I'm like, nope, give me the hell out.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
And the whole going to the bathroom on your own thing.
Yeah. Meg
Can you imagine?
Well, Meg won't go with me into the bathroom.
I won't.
And so she'll make me go pee by myself. And apparently there's like a double mirror situation in there where mirrors face each other. And it's like a mirror faces you while you're peeing, but then it also faces one. But that's like that's a portal.
But I don't want to go into the bathroom and you're turned away. You're facing the mirror, which is looking right at me as I'm peeing.
No, I'll face the corner. I'll stand in the shower. I don't know, Meg. I don't want to go by myself. Just get earmuffs so you don't have to listen to me.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't want to go by myself. I won't make you hold my hand.
Oh.
Just don't make me be in there alone.
Oh my god.
No, I hadn't thought of that. Can you imagine like a night? Oh
no. I'm holding it. I don't care. My kidneys are gonna hate me for
Seriously,
one night.
no way.
I don't have that ability after 4 kids. If I gotta pee, I gotta pee.
Same. Yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't know
Good.
it.
Right.
She doesn't.
Not good.
My
None of
bad.
it, yeah.
My bad.
We're too many kids deep over here.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming on with us again. This was so much fun.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
This was
It's
so
always
fun to do.
I
It
love
was.
it.
And let's hopefully see each other before a year or two. So that'll be
Definitely.
really nice
Yes.
to
Something will
meet in
happen.
person.
Let's manifest that stuff.
Manifest
Yeah.
that
Yes,
shit.
manifesting it. I'm gonna put it on my vision board.
We can make it.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, we have multiple children, but we have spare rooms. Well, you guys are more than welcome. We'll figure it out.
Oh, thank you.
We'll figure
All
it out,
right,
yeah.
we'll figure
All
it
right,
out.
let's we'll do a quick.
Have a good night.
All right, you guys too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Sounds perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night,
Bye.
guys.
Well, I'm a regular visitor here, but Milwaukee has certainly had its share of visitors. The French missionaries and explorers were coming here as early as the late 1600s to trade with the Native Americans.
In fact, isn't Milwaukee an Indian name?
Yes, Pete, it is. Actually, it's pronounced Miliwake, which is Algonquin for the good land.
I was not aware of that.
I just adore Joy and Alexia from Sisters Brew.
They're amazing. We have a nice little thing going with them. Like
we do.
I think it was very, we've had different interviews and different things, but we've made a connection with them, and I love that. Yeah.
And like we're friends on outside of the podcast.
We chat outside.
Too.
Yeah, they sent us money for coffee one time. Like they're just
that
the
was
sweetest
so sweet.
humans ever.
Very sweet.
Good girls. We are gonna get to them. I think we'll get to them before anything else happens.
I hope
because we are determined. I do want to get over there. So especially I want to go to that oyster house.
I just want to go to Boston. I haven't been there. It's probably the year or two after I got married. We went down and spent some time with my aunt and uncle, and
mine was in high school. I was like 17. So I
mean, that's when I was like 19 or 20. I got married real young.
So then technically it was like the same amount of time ago.
Same time.
Yeah. Ish. Not really. But I think we need to get out there.
I agree. We need to have a podcast meetup.
Especially because your mother-in-law's out there too, and we can do something fun with investigations.
It'd be great. All good things.
But you guys, we have so many exciting things coming up. We are doing a haunted, what is it called? It's like a masquerade haunted night at the Ording Manor in Ording, Washington.
And we investigated Ording Manor last year.
Yeah, last year for Halloween, we investigated it and got some fun EVPs. And we did an SD session, and we are unsure exactly what we're doing, but if what we have in our heads is going to come to life,
see if that can translate into real life.
We're very excited. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Then we got some markets coming up. We'll bring details later to come, but
some haunted markets, hopefully both with the haunted farmers market of Tacoma, but one's in Tacoma and one might be in Sumner. Yeah. And I'm hoping to get you out to Krampusnacht, but whatever. I'll go to Krampusnacht. I'll go with you. But are we going to do a market? Are we going to work it, or are we just going to go do it?
I kind of just want to go.
I don't know. We did talk about this, just for a little funsies. We talked about doing the Witches' Night that is in Enumclaw, and they have, what was it? The corpse?
Casket races.
Casket races, you guys.
So you need, so Witches' Night in Enumclaw, Washington is amazing. They went from one night every year. Now they're at 2 nights every year because it's gotten so big.
What dates are they?
Oh, I don't know. It's usually the middle of October.
Okay.
But we'll post something about it.
Yeah.
And so the casket races, you have to, build a casket on wheels with some sort of steering. I got you.
Kind of like building your own boxcar and racing it, but in a casket.
It's a casket. You need either 1 corpse and 2 pallbearers, or 1 corpse and 4.
I think we need 1 and 4. And she and I are texting, and I was like, I'm the corpse.
She's going to be the corpse, and she goes, I'm going to look the part, and I'm like, don't worry, I'll do your makeup. It's going to be real gross. She goes, I want to be a pretty corpse.
I'm going to be a pretty dead. I'm going to be like a dead prom queen. Fuck yeah,
With
I am.
blood?
Yeah, I'll be like that when you accidentally sent me that Taylor Swift zombie and you didn't realize it was Taylor Swift.
You're going to be like that?
I'll be like that, but less dead eyes. But
I like the dead eyes.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Like Beetlejuice makeup.
I don't want to clog my pores. But the blood.
It's gonna be
everywhere.
But that's what we want to do. Hopefully we can make that happen.
But could you imagine me being a dead beauty queen? Not beauty queen, but
you got to wear a helmet.
I love a helmet.
You got to wear a helmet because, I can build us a casket.
And Meg's the runner. I'm probably going to have to get knee surgery in the next however long. So I've got to be, I'm the corpse.
We got to find 3 more pallbearers.
Well, I think Mr. Boo Boo, obviously, because there's the muscle. Shannon volunteered, my sister, and so did Carrie.
All right, we got him.
We got him. It's just going to depend if we need to.
We just got to run fast.
You decide.
With all this dead weight over here.
I'm going to be full dead weight. Full dead weight. 135 pounds of death.
Yeah.
Said my weight on the interwebs.
Yeah, you did. I was
That's
like,
embarrassing.
No, it's not.
Well, just that I said it on the interwebs. I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
More power to you.
But yeah, so I don't know. If you guys think we should do that, let us know, because I feel like
it's a good time.
I mean,
feel like it'd be great.
Who's going to build it? Us? You?
Yeah.
But it's almost spooky season. I hope you guys are excited. We're excited. The leaves are turning.
Yes, they are.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Slowly but surely. We can't wait. Lots of fun things in store like usual. You know us.
Super stoked.
But if you would like to find us, you can find us on social media at Lunatic Soup Podcast on all the socials.
If you have a story you'd like us to cover, a spooky story you'd like to tell us, you can email us at lunaticsouppodcast@gmail.com.
Or you want to watch us on the YouTubes like we're on TV, Lunatic Soup Podcast. Gosh, that's so easy.
So easy.
Just Lunatic Soup.
Lunatic
And
Soup.
if you Google Lunatic Soup, guess who you
what?
find? It's us.
Us.
Sorry about that.
Yes.
You know, whoopsie daisy.
It is. We are who we are.
Yep. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you get yourself a Lunatic Soup or an espresso martini, as we were discussing. I
Still
don't know.
lunatic soup.
Still
it's a mixture.
A mixture.
Concoction.
A concoction, if you will.
Yes. Remember, in this crazy world,
it's good to be a lunatic.
bye.
Bye.